as well. There we go. Everything's good to go as we get through the program this morning. Operation Dudula. They've been dominating news headlines, and I know a lot of people have had various different opinions on seeing these videos where Operation Dudula representatives are at the various government hospitals, our state hospitals, and just manning the gates and the doors and the fences and what have you, just standing there and saying to people, show me your South African ID. And if that person was not able to show them a South African ID, then they were like, toodles, you got to private. So a lot of people had varying opinions on that situation on its own. So we speak with the president, I'm told, of the organization, the Operation Dudula organization, to figure out the outcomes of the meeting with our health minister.
And it's frightening because, look, every soul is important. But we also need to remember that not to second guess the adults, but there's little ones that also come in and they don't have paperwork. They don't have any document to their name, and they too get sick. And then the guardians obviously don't have a cent.
So let's find out more from these guys a little bit later on the show. We have this conversation where people have different varying opinions, and the reality is the opinion changes as more information becomes available.
Correct. And sometimes the opinion changes when it suits you. And we've seen that a couple of times. Sometimes it's okay that you're my neighbor, and then sometimes it's not.
Not okay that you're the neighbor.
Yeah.
Well, I'm kind of cool with my neighbors. I don't know about you, but anyway. It's your breakfast rush. Let's go find out what's happening weather-wise.
The weather update. I think it's going to be playtime weather.
What would be your ideal weather?
No sunshine.
What?
No sunshine.
No sunshine?
Yes.
How can you live in Durban and not want sunshine?
Give me overcast beauty and I'll be happy.
Really?
Yes.
You live in Durban and you don't want sunshine?
Yes, please.
How often do you go to the beach?
Never. And when I go, it's before the sun rises or after it sets.
This one should have been born in Greenland. Greenland, because Greenland got all the snow and ice. Very little bit green. Anyway, naming that place, I think, was a marketing strategy. But there we go. Durban, mostly cloudy, 24 degrees as you get through your lunchtime hours. There's no anticipation of rain, according to the weather app. Anyway, Pietermaritzburg, mostly cloudy, 28. Margate, mostly cloudy, 23 degrees. Richards Bay today, mostly cloudy, 27. Ladysmith, a clear 26. Johannesburg, clear 22. Cape Town, mostly cloudy, 17. Lilongwe in Malawi, a clear 26 degrees. Pakistan's Karachi, cloudy, 33. Makkah and Medina, mostly sunny, up to 47 degrees if you want to boil an egg in your pocket. Dubai, let's see, sunny, 41. Perth in Australia, mostly sunny at the moment, 16 degrees. Galway, Ireland, mostly cloudy, 22 degrees in that part of the world. Gaza City, Palestine, mostly sunny at lunchtime, a 33-degree high, and then orange warning for extreme high temperature, among other extremes that our brothers and sisters in Palestine are living through at the moment. So, Naz, have you registered for the fun run?
Honestly, no. I haven't, but I'm going to be there anyway.
Yeah.
I'm not going to register. I will just pitch up.
Mahala. That's what she wants, this one.
And take part.
And then she'll take out that pair of shoes that she hasn't worn since last year.
It's out already. I told you, I've been practicing.
Have you been practicing?
The competition is with myself and the myself of last year.
Right.
So it's the 2020, what was it, 4 fun walker, because that's all I did. I walked. That time versus hopefully 10 minutes earlier.
You timed yourself?
I did.
Oh, okay, cool. So here's the situation. Currently, she's practicing between the lounge and the kitchen. That's the walk.
No, he's lying. It's the promenade, again, before sunset and after. Actually, before sunrise and after sunset.
There you go. So hopefully you're getting ready for the TBR Fun Run, Fun Walk. If you look on the screen on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram, the posters, it's no, stop. No, there. There you go. That's the poster. So TBR Family Fun Run Fun Walk, Saturday, 11 October, Blue Lagoon Lawns in Durban. We want to start the race with that, starter's pistol at 7 a.m., which means you got to get there earlier. Simple as that. You just got to get there earlier so you can join in on the action, the thrills, the fun with the Breakfast Rush on Radio Al Ansar as we journey through a picturesque 5-kilometer route. We'll take you past the Moses Mabhida Stadium. We'll hit a short left. We'll go into that tunnel, come around, turn left again onto the Durban's Promenade and head straight back to the lawns at Blue Lagoon. Now, register online. So if you look on the poster down there you go. Register online, alansar.org.za, O-R-G, alansar.org.za, and then we'll just follow the prompts. It'll lead you to where you need to be. It's 6:41. If you need to set the clock in the car.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willow Tin Group, at the forefront of innovation and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
There's nothing quite like the taste of a traditional family meal, and at the heart of every great dish is a key ingredient that brings it all together. That ingredient is Sunfoil Pure Sunflower Cooking Oil, made from only the finest sunflower seeds. It's a perfect way to enhance the taste of your family's favorite foods. Sunfoil cooking oil is more than just oil. It's the key to bring your family together over a delicious meal and making every bite taste better. Remember, the key ingredient to a great family meal is sunfoil. Tradition just tastes better.
Waking you up every weekday morning.
Michelle, Sarah, all over radio.
Get ready, Durban. The TBR Family 5-kilometer fun run and walk is happening. 11 October at the Blue Lagoon Lawns, kicking off at 7 a.m. Join us for a day packed with excitement, a scavenger hunt, kite building, a burger eating showdown, and prizes galore. Enjoy food trucks, family games, and a live 6-hour broadcast from Radio Al Ansar. Don't forget, bring a new toy to brighten a child's day in hospital.
Don't let the academic year pass you by. Mid-year registrations are now open at Regent Business School for our new age BCom degree with cutting-edge electives like digital leadership, digital entrepreneurship, business intelligence, and more. This versatile degree allows you to diversify your skill set and tailor your studies. Visit regent.ac.za to explore our full range of undergraduate and postgraduate programs. Regent Business School. Surround yourself with success.
J. Junaid Jamshed's Freedom Sale is now live. Now avail a flat 25% off and flat 50% off on all items. Avail the most exciting offers from 7th August till 17th August 2025. Or shop online at za.junaidjamsheds.com.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willow Tin Group, at the forefront of innovation and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
सहर का वक्त था मासूम कलियां मुस्कुराती थी हवाएं खैर मकदम के तराने गुनगुनाती थी अभी जिब्रील भी उतरे न थे काबे के मिंबर से कितने में सदाई अब्दुल्लाह के घर से मुबारक हो शहे हर दो सरा तशरीफ ले आए मुबारक हो मोहम्मद मुस्तफा तशरीफ ले आए أبدا على حبيبك خير الخلق كلهم مولاي صل وسلم دائما أبدا على حبيبك خير الخلق كلهم هو الحبيب الذي ترجى شفاعته هو الحبيب الذي ترجى شفاعته لكل حول من الأحوال مقتحم مولانا مولانا وسلم دائما أبدا على حبيبك वो मोहम्मद फख्र आलम बादशाह सो जा सरवरे कौनैन सुल्ताने अरब शाहे अजम एक दिन जिब्रील
Take a guess who the artist is. Take a wild guess. Guess. Come on, man. You hear his voice every single day.
I want to say it, but I'm not sure.
Go for it. Take a guess.
Is there a Qadri at the end
Of a few people.
of this one?
Yeah.
Okay. Tahir? No?
He's too young. He's too young to sign up.
Man.
This is Ghulam Mustafa Qadri. Ghulam Mustafa Qadri and Qasida Burda Sharif bringing us up to 6:47 this morning. Hello, you there inside of TikTok. Nice to have you. Nice to have you with us on the program. I'm looking at all of the comments that have been coming through for the last little while on TikTok. We've got Brother Paresh, who's out in Edenvale in Johannesburg. Wahida Khan sending salams as well. Paresh, who's the owner of Classic Central Radio, says to me he's with our colleagues.
Okay.
I think, and then he's talking about a burger, so I think he meant he's with the challenge.
So does that mean he's coming down?
I hope so. Pravitha, good morning to you as well, watching on TikTok. Wahida Khan, I mentioned that. Shamsu Bajra. It's not a common surname. Bajra.
I know of one child with that surname.
Yeah? Oh, okay. There
See,
we
I
go.
think
Might be
when,
mommy.
when
I don't
you're
know.
in the teaching field,
Yeah.
every surname is common.
Paresh says he'll drive down for the burger showdown.
There you go.
The
Lovely.
burger. He likes it like tiku, like tita, like.
Can Michelle also take part in that competition?
Yeah, why not?
Lovely.
Just no tomato in the burger, yeah?
That's fine.
None.
Put an extra patty.
There we go. Okay, so this question comes through Mr. H. Hello, good morning. It says, where is this? We are based in Durban in South Africa, broadcasting worldwide, but based in Durban in South Africa. Khalik, assalamu alaikum. Good to have you with. So would you take like a green chili and a grater and put it over the burger patty and just go?
No, never. Why?
Turn up the heat.
No.
Why not?
I would not touch anything that has a green chili.
Why?
Because it's hot.
That's the whole idea.
Exactly. I don't like hot.
Oh boy. Sometimes I think this auntie here is like, don't
put some
don't go
aromat
to
on
the
it.
beach. I don't like the sun. I don't eat hot food.
No, I do eat
Lyser-
hot food, but I
Lyser
won't
isu
grate
mariki.
a green chili onto a burger.
Okay, don't put it in a burger, then put it on a bun.
No, I
There
would
you-
have tomato sauce.
Yeah, there you go. Kasida Burda playing out in the background. It's 6:48. There's been some interesting news headlines that's come through. And one in particular that I saw late yesterday, got me a little bit confused. The headline talking about hands with no body.
That is bizarre.
Right? So that was exactly. You look at that and you see like there's a pair of hands that's been found in a play field or whatever somewhere here in Durban. You think so, oh boy, Durban really is a movie on its own.
Sensationalism at its
Do you know?
best.
Do you know?
So, 2 hands found in a field in Phoenix have been confirmed to be props. The hands were discovered by a newspaper distributor yesterday, wrapped in blood-stained cloth. Police sent the hands to the eThekwini District Medical Legal Mortuary, which confirmed that the limbs were made of rubber.
Wait now, so what you're saying to me is those cops that were there,
Uh-huh.
it could not be ascertained that these were artificial props that were lying on the ground. The cops themselves had to send it to a lab.
I don't know. Maybe they just saw the blood stains. Maybe they just
No,
didn't
that was the extra sauce from your burger.
investigate. I don't know.
Altaf says Nishal can't do egg in biryani. Definitely not. We're not going to do
No, he says, can you do it in a burger?
the egg.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't mind doing that in a burger because it's probably fried.
Yes.
You see, the egg in the biryani
boiled.
is exactly it's changing
Ah.
the taste of the biryani.
No, so it's fine. The next time we'll fry the egg and
Yeah.
put it on your biryani.
There. No, we'll use the egg like roti. Anyway, listen. If you're watching on our socials right now, just look down the bottom end of the screen, somewhere down there. There's a share arrow. Share the live, share the experience with everybody. News from outside of South Africa for a second.
Mhm.
Ukrainian President Zelensky has reiterated that there should be no peace talks to end the Russia-Ukraine war now in its fourth year without representation from his country, and also said Russia should face sanctions if it does not agree to an immediate ceasefire following a virtual meeting between him, Donald Trump, and European leaders. So Zelensky delivered the message after the call yesterday, 2 days ahead of a summit between Trump and his Russian counterpart, Vladimir Putin, in Alaska, which comes as part of Washington's so far failed attempts to end the war in the Ukraine. Meanwhile, Trump promised to hold trilateral talks with both Ukraine and Russia if tomorrow's summit goes okay.
Back home, we have the Western Cape High Court that yesterday dismissed the application for leave to appeal brought by all three people in the case of the missing Jocelyn Smith. Jocelyn's mother, Kelly Smith, her boyfriend, Jaquin Bota Apollos, and Steveno Van Ryn were sentenced on May 29th and are currently serving life plus 10 years for trafficking in persons and kidnapping. Judge Nathan Erasmus said that a sentence of life imprisonment, especially in human trafficking of a child, even when a person has shown no remorse, is inappropriate to impose a lighter sentence or allow an appeal on the sentence. When a person has shown no remorse.
Yeah.
Almighty guide all of us.
Ameen. Firdaus assalamu alaikum to you. Here's a scenario for you to comment on really quickly. Now listen to this and tell me what you think and how would you react in the same situation, right? Now, so imagine you're getting paid your full salary every month, but your boss tells you to stay at home and gives you absolutely no work to do. It sounds like a dream, right? For a lot of people, it'd be like a dream.
I'm going to send my CV.
Some people might even call that winning the career jackpot. Now, for Laurence van Wassenhoff in France, it was the exact opposite. After working for her company for 20 years, she says being paid to do nothing left her feeling like an outcast, so much so that she became severely depressed. She claims her employee instructed her to stay at home, didn't give her any tasks, and kept her away from the office and her colleagues. Without purpose or interaction, she says it felt like she didn't exist. So now, guess what? She's suing him. Her employer, on the other hand, says they had plans to bring her back into the workplace, but her frequent sick leave made that impossible. So, here's the question. Would getting paid to do nothing be your dream job, or would it slowly drive you crazy?
I think it would be amazing. But then again, we wouldn't do nothing during that time, right?
Ladies and gentlemen, a South African teacher.
There's so many other things you can do.
Kidding.
I do not, think of it.
Yeah.
When you're at home, or even if not, if you're off,
Yeah.
you find something productive to do, right?
Absolutely.
So
even if it's gardening, which I'm terrible at, but you find something productive to do. You find something that would benefit either you or your household in some way or the other.
she could have even got herself another job during that time.
No, but that wouldn't be legal. I don't think that's legal in any country. Getting a salary from one place,
But remember,
but then
yeah.
getting a salary from somewhere else.
I'm just saying because she was sent home here by her employer.
And in the bottom end, it says she was sick all the time. She was just taking sick leave all the time.
And he just said, okay, stay at home. It's fine. I'll still pay you.
Yeah. So I think that was a nice move on the boss's end where
Very
it
sweet. Yeah.
says, hey, listen, you go get better, go get better, and then we'll bring you back. That's the one.
We don't know if he said that, but yeah.
Yeah, well, You know me, ever the optimist. I'm thinking on the positive side. Hajra Habib sending her salams to everybody this morning. Remember, you can watch it on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and on TikTok Live. Send us your thoughts. Would getting paid to do nothing be your dream job, or would it slowly drive you crazy? 060-904-1056. Well, or comment down there in the comment section. What's happening? Are you pressing play? Nothing's playing. What's
Brought to you courtesy of the Willow Tin Group, at the forefront of innovation, and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
There's nothing quite like the taste of a traditional family meal, and at the heart of every great dish is a key ingredient that brings it all together. That ingredient is Sunfoil pure sunflower cooking oil, made from only the finest sunflower seeds. It's a perfect way to enhance the taste of your family's favorite foods. Sunfoil cooking oil is more than just oil. It's the key to bring your family together over a delicious meal and making every bite taste better. Remember, the key ingredient to a great family meal is Sunfoil. Tradition just tastes better.
The Breakfast Rush. It's the people's choice.
Saturday, 11th of October 2025. You, your family, and everyone you know have a date with the Breakfast Rush team and everyone at Radio Al-Ansar. What will you be doing? Well, walking, running, socializing, and so much more. Online registrations are now open on our website, alansar.org.za. If I can make it to this event all the way from Johannesburg, so can you.
Welcome to Simplex Radio. Visit our showroom for the full range of car audio. Our TV department carries top brands with quality LED panels, full HD to Ultra HD, and now the experience of Super Ultra HD. Visit our theater rooms and transform your home with brands like Onkyo, Integra, Denon, Boston Acoustics, Yamaha, and more for quality audio visual experience. Now available, full range of home appliances. A one-stop shopping experience. Call 031 306 4029 or Kenilworth Park, 202 Brickfield Road, Overport. Simplex Radio, the name you can trust.
It's official. Checkers Foods Kawi Park is our first food store with a halal butchery, bakery, and deli certified by NIHT, the National Independent Halal Trust. This will ensure high standards and ethical practices across our butchery, bakery, and deli from farm to table. So visit Checkers Foods Kawi Park for an exceptional shopping experience that keeps getting better and better.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willow Tin Group, at the forefront of innovation, and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
इल्तिजा सब की खुदा सुनता है हम के बंदे हैं सना करते हैं वो के खालिक है सदा सुनता है मौला मौला खताकार मौला लेकिन तेरी रहमत का लेकिन तेरी रहमत का तलबगार हूँ मौला
The Breakfast Rush Main News Bulletin. Making news at 7, salaries remained the biggest cost driver of KwaZulu-Natal's government over expenditure, particularly in education, where ghost employees are now being filtered out. Good morning, I'm Tabila Duma. Salaries remained the biggest cost driver of KwaZulu-Natal's government over expenditure, particularly in education, where ghost employees are now being filtered out. Francois Rogers, the KZN MEC for Finance, painted a bleak picture of the financial state of some municipalities when he briefed the members of the provincial legislature on the unaudited 2024 and 2025 financial year closeout report for provincial government departments on Tuesday. Rogers said that together with his cabinet counterparts in the relevant departments, he was undertaking a verification process of all the employees. Rogers said a head count is underway to deal with the ghost employees. He also highlighted the pressure on the provincial fiscus, which continues to confront frontline departments such as health, education and social development. He said that KZN had experienced equitable share budget cuts amounting to more than 64 billion rands since 2020. He explained that in the 2024 and 2025 financial year, provincial expenditure amounted to 151.9 billion rands, exceeding the budget by 158.6 million rands. A formal complaint has been lodged at the office of the KwaZulu-Natal Premier Thamsanqa Ntuli, raising concerns about the appointment process for hospital board members in KwaZulu-Natal and the alleged exclusion of traditional leadership from governance structures. In a letter dated the 28th of July, Phakamani Owen Dlamini, Ndunankulu of the Spahleni community, addressed a letter to Premier Ntuli accusing provincial health authorities of operating a meritless, opaque process and calls for independent oversight and formal inclusion of traditional leadership in local governance. He argued that the KwaZulu-Natal Department of Health has not acknowledged or responded to Dlamini's inquiries about the criteria and procedures for appointing hospital board members in Richmond. Dlamini said that he was not only the applicant from the institution of traditional leadership in his municipality's nomination process and claimed that there was an absence of transparency and accountability in the appointment process. He stated that his subsequent attempt to engage with MEC for Health, Nomagugu Simelane Mqadi, yielded no constructive outcome. In more local news, the trial of 5 men accused of killing Keenan Forbes and Tebelo Motsuane has been set for next year. The suspects are Lindokuhle Thabani Mkhwanazi, Lindani Zenzele Ndimande, Siyanda Edi Myeza, Mziwathemba Harvey Kwabeni and Lindokuhle Ndimande face a raft of charges including conspiracy to commit murder, murder, attempted murder and firearm and ammunition related charges. Spokesperson for the KwaZulu-Natal Prosecuting Authority in KwaZulu-Natal, Natasha Ramkinson-Kara, said that the case was previously postponed to allow for the state and defense to address further pre-trial issues and for the appointment of a judge for the trial. She said that the trial dates are the 20th of July to the 21st of August 2026 and the 5th of October to the 6th of November 2026. In national news, Deputy National Police Commissioner Lieutenant General Shadrack Sibiya's interim interdict barring former high-ranking police member Patricia Morgan Mashale from publishing defamatory statements on social media accusing him of corruption was overturned. Sibiya turned to the Bloemfontein High Court for a final interdict after he had obtained the interim interdict against her in November last year. Morgan Mashale defended her actions by stating that her posts regarding Sibiya are the truth in the public interest and what she had said about him was in any event already public knowledge. Umkhonto weSizwe MP and former Eskom Chief Executive Brian Molefe is facing more legal woes after an insurance company slapped the erstwhile Transnet boss with a 4.4 million rands lawsuit. AIG South Africa signed a written management liability insurance policy with Eskom in April 2017. In terms of the policy, AIG agreed to provide liability cover to the power utilities directors, officers and employees, including those in its subsidiaries. Each insured person was insured independently and separately for their respective interests, according to the policy. In international news, protests and vigils have taken place around the world in support of Palestinians suffering in Gaza and to pay tribute to the 4 Al Jazeera journalists and 2 freelancers killed by Israel in the enclave in a deliberate targeted assassination on Sunday. Journalists, students, activists and members of civil society notably in Cape Town in South Africa, in Manila, the Philippines, and London in the United Kingdom, held a protest yesterday to call on governments to put pressure on Israel to allow international media into Gaza and bring an end to Israel's genocidal war there. Taking a look at news in Pietermaritzburg on 105.6 FM, traffic heading towards Durban on the N3 was severely backed up from the Liberty Mall after a truck overturned yesterday. According to a private security company who was at the scene, a truck that was carrying grain somehow lost control and overturned. The private security company said in a statement that the driver luckily escaped with only minor injuries. They said that after being stabilized on the scene, he was transported by paramedics to a local hospital for further treatment. And finally, yet another burst water pipe has been reported within the Bisley Nature Reserve, adding another to the growing tally of 4 as thousands upon thousands of liters of purified water cascaded down the slopes and near the reservoir, cutting its own streams to the bedrock on its way back to its source, the Duzi River. Large pipe located on the other side of the Bisley Reservoir, a handful of meters down the slope, was first reported in December last year when a photo of the burst, a fountain of water jetting up in the sky, was shared among members of the community. It was repaired in January this year after being discovered by the Friends of a Bisley Nature Reserve. Fueled by frustration as another report went unanswered, Friends of the Bisley Nature Reserve chairperson Peter West has pushed for the burster to be repaired and for better supervision to be implemented, as this is the second pipe that was not buried under soil once repaired. That's it for news in Pietermaritzburg on 105.6 FM. Now taking a look at financial indicators. The rand to the US dollar is trading at 17 rands and 51 cents, to the euro at 20 rands and 49 cents, to the pound at 23 rands and 77 cents. The Saudi Riyal is at 4 rands and 68 cents. Gold is trading at $3,356.87 an ounce. All Brent crude oil is trading at $65.75 a barrel. That's it for now. I will be back with your headlines at 7:30. For Red Island Sun News, I'm Tabile Duma.
Thank you very much, Tabile Duma. Let's go find out what's happening on the roads.
Is brought to you by Bake Ermelo, a brand new addition to the Dockrad crew.
Breakfast rush traffic.
Superintendent Raouf, welcome back.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you very much. Accident on the N2 northbound after Drone side ramp. Vehicles on the yellow lane, so just be aware of that, please. 2 or 3 vehicles involved in this one. Accident scene, okay, same thing. We've got slow-moving traffic on the N2 north and southbound. Northbound between the M7 to Spaghetti, southbound between the M19 and Spaghetti. M41 also a bit congested as you're coming down around the Hairpin Bend. Allow for extra traveling time. Southern Freeway as well, but slow-moving coming into the city center. Allow for extra traveling time, please. That's your second update.
Thank you very much, sir. Now, for this morning's anagram, firstly, what language are we doing this in?
We're doing Afrikaans.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, I want to take you back to those days where you were in school, and we're going to get you your Afrikaans anagram for this morning. Now, Soup, we need a few letters.
For the first time on TBR.
Yeah.
All right, are you ready?
I am. Let's go.
All right, the first letter is K, kilo.
K for kilo.
L.
L for love.
Lima.
Okay, Lima.
You should be saying Afrikaans words.
E for echo.
E for echo.
W for whiskey.
When?
O for Oscar.
O for Oscar.
The 5-letter word.
It's a 5-letter word. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. We got them all. 5-letter word. What's the?
I'll give you a clue.
Yeah.
Let me do the weather.
It's hey. Something to do with the weather.
Yeah, bo.
Even I'm confused now.
Okay, we'll take a moment. We'll think about this. We'll give you your answer to your riddle, not riddle, anagram. Around about 7:30. Thank you very much, Superintendent Raouf. Be good. Catch up just now. Assalamu alaikum. So, those letters one more time. It's an Afrikaans word that apparently has something to do with the weather. Here are your 5 letters. K for kilo, L for love, E for eggs, W for what, and O for Oscar. Those are your 5 letters. If you think you can work it out, your anagram for this morning, Afrikaans word. The clue is something to do with weather.
This traffic update is brought to you by Bake Ermelo, a brand new addition to the Dockrad crew. Experience automotive bliss with our new Bake lineup. Check out our full range of our new Bake vehicles designed to keep you smiling mile after mile. Choose your favorite model and give us a call. We will answer all your questions. Contact us today on 017-492-0166 to get a quote. We don't only deliver nationwide, but right to your door. Bake Ermelo, a new member of the Dockrad Group.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willow Tin Group, at the forefront of innovation, and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
There's nothing quite like the taste of a traditional family meal, and at the heart of every great dish is a key ingredient that brings it all together. That ingredient is Sunfoil Pure Sunflower Cooking Oil, made from only the finest sunflower seeds. It's a perfect way to enhance the taste of your family's favorite foods. Sunfoil cooking oil is more than just oil. It's the key to bring your family together over a delicious meal and making every bite taste better. Remember, the key ingredient to a great family meal is Sunfoil. Tradition just tastes better.
The views and opinions expressed by the guest and presenters of Radio Al Ansar are not necessarily the views and opinions of Radio Al Ansar and the Al Ansar Foundation.
Almost 1 in 5 South African children attend school each day without having eaten breakfast. This seriously affects their ability to concentrate and understand lessons. The Al Imdad Foundation's Make Breakfast Possible campaign allows learners to enjoy a high-energy cereal at the start of the school day. Help children to focus on learning and not hunger. Let's make breakfast possible today. Donate online at alimdad.com or call 0861 786 243 for more information.
KZN, let's go shopping. Durban India shopping at Saxony Westwood Mall from the 15th to the 31st of August. Get all your shopping done for men, women and children. So bring the whole family. We have the latest fashion in bridal wear and Eastern wear, an exciting kids zone, tantalizing foods, entertainment and so much more. Monday to Thursday, free entry. Weekends, only 20 Rand per person. Open from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Remember, awesome entertainment every weekend, only at Durban India shopping at Saxony Westwood Mall.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willow Tin Group, at the forefront of innovation, and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
As we wait to get our guest on the line, just an observance from my end, right? Al Ansar leads and everybody else follows.
That is true.
Literally.
Hashtag Allahumma barik.
Al Ansar leads. Durban Sook.
Alhamdulillah, yes.
Others followed. Al Ansar leads. Eid Milan.
Yes.
Others followed. Al Ansar leads. Events at Saxony. Everybody and their nanny wants to follow.
What is it? Diamond Walk, eh?
Yeah. We did the Diamond Walk. We did the Durban Shopping Festival. All of it. Alhamdulillah. People watch what we do at Al Ansar. Setting a good example and people are following.
Yeah.
Feeding schemes, the diaper drives, the wheelchair programs, the bread drives.
Alhamdulillah.
Al Ansar leads, others follow.
And more benefit.
Here's the situation that's going on in South Africa, and in most recent days, tensions have been rising over Operation Dudula's controversial campaign, which aims to prevent alleged undocumented foreigners from accessing healthcare at public facilities. Despite a stern warning from Health Minister Dr. Aaron Motsoaledi, who fears that the movement's actions could result in South Africans without documents being turned away. Operation Dudula says that it will not back down. The minister argues that not all undocumented people are illegal immigrants and warns that assumptions could harm millions of South Africans who, for various reasons, do not have official papers. So, Joining us on the program this morning is the president of Operation Dudula, Zandile Dabula. Good morning and welcome to the Breakfast Rush on Radio Al Ansar.
Good morning, and good morning to the listeners at home. Thank you so much for having us today.
It's a pleasure. Thank you for making the time. Now, Operation Dudula has faced criticism from government and civil society for its healthcare campaign. Why does the movement feel it's necessary to continue despite the minister's warning?
It's not good that we're only going to be talking about criticism and not try and match them to how South Africans are happy about these operations, including the healthcare workers. Now, as South Africans, we can cater for our 6 million undocumented people, but we can't cater for more than 30 million undocumented foreigners. It cannot be fair. Now, the minister talks of how we're going to, stop undocumented South Africans because they would be undocumented. Now, what are they doing with the situation? Why do we still have so many undocumented South Africans, after so many years that they have been in power? We have Home Affairs Department. Why are they not making sure that these people are documented? Now, remember, South Africa is a country, it's a territory, and we have laws. Now, part of these laws says that if you are a foreigner, you need to come to the country, you must be documented, and you should have a medical certificate. But they don't do that because they undermine our laws. And, when ministers talk like this, one wonders what solutions are they bringing on the table to deal with this situation? Because for the longest time, we've been stationed at these healthcare facilities for about almost 2 months now. We expected them to do something about the situation. Bring, law enforcers, bring immigration officers to check who are these people that are getting medication, because it cannot be correct that people come in and out as they please and they demand public, services with our taxpayers' money. It cannot be correct.
Can you tell us about the meeting with Health Minister Dr. Aaron Motsoaledi?
So the meeting, because he is a former Minister of Home Affairs, he then took us through some stages on how far he has gone with trying to amend these laws, because the problem is with our constitution, the problem is with our immigration laws. But we've all seen he had tried doing the white paper. It's sitting on the president's table. Nothing has been done about it. Now our conclusion was that we have to put more pressure on the Minister of the Home Affairs to make sure that that white paper that's sitting and collecting dust on the president is out there, and they start enforcing those laws.
Indeed. Now, the minister says undocumented people are not necessarily illegal immigrants, and some of the South Africans turned away without paperwork as well. I know you touched on this earlier. How does your campaign ensure that you're not turning away South Africa's citizens, basically making sure it's lawful?
Unfortunately, we have never come across a South African saying that they are undocumented and all that. What we see now is that South Africans understand that at least they should be carrying their identity documents so that they can access the clinics, because they too are seeing the illegality that's happening. I mean, if these people watch news, they can see how medicines are being stolen, going to be sold in their respective countries. And, they understand. Like, we try interviewing most of them to say, how do you feel? Do you feel that taking you back to the apartheid days when you have to be carrying your dompas and all this? They say, no. We understand fully. If that's how, that's how things need to be done to correct the wrongs that are happening in this country, then let it be. We're not going to die. It's not going to kill us to carry our identity so that we get our country fixed.
So, some critics may argue that the organization's actions might take the country back to xenophobic violence that was experienced in the country a couple of years ago. What's your response to this?
In actual fact, the government and South Africans at large should actually be happy that there is an organization called Operation Dudula. Ever since Operation Dudula, was formed, we have never had any xenophobic attacks because we try and do things within the confines of the law. And that's the same reason why you'd not see anyone being burned, beaten up and all that. Because we talk, we communicate to our constituency that we just need to do things the right way. We don't want to damage our infrastructures. We are not going to be killing people. We're fighting with the government and the people that are taking advantage of our broken laws.
So there were reports that Operation Dudula is suggesting for Home Affairs officials to be present at the clinics. I anticipate that we could witness chaotic scenes should that occur. Can you expand on those reports and how would this actually work?
So there shouldn't be chaotic scenes because when one enters the hospital, then officers need to make sure that they're documented. If it is an emergency, whether you documented or undocumented, you should receive treatment and be stabilized. Once you're stabilized, then you need to be handed over to the law enforcers. Actual fact, that's what needs to be happening, but it's not happening because the law enforcers are not doing what they're supposed to be doing. They're just getting paid for literally doing nothing. So it will not be chaotic. Instead, there will be order because Operation Dudula will then remove themselves from these facilities because the people that are supposed to be doing the work will be stationed there.
What's the situation on the ground at this very moment?
The situation at?
The situation on the ground at the moment.
So the situation, we have commanders that are continuing. In Katlehong, yesterday they were busy. In they were busy. We're continuing with our operations because we said to Dr. Aaron Motsoaledi that we will continue until you, the leaders of this country, decide to do something about the situation. Talk to your colleague, talk to the Minister of Home Affairs, talk to the Minister of Police, see how best you guys can deal with the situation at the healthcare facilities, making sure that our medications are not stolen. South Africans are being prioritized. They get all the necessary medical attention that they deserve and, with dignity.
Zandile, I want to thank you for your time this morning and coming on to the show and just making information available to our listeners. Thank you very much, and we wish you a wonderful day ahead.
Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.
That was President of Operation Dudula, Zandile Dabula, just giving a little bit more insight and their thoughts on the situation at our clinics and public hospitals and all of that as to what's going on. And I can see a little bit into, we get told every so often there's insufficient stocks of certain medications.
Correct.
And we have people that are chronic patients that rely on this medication to just keep them going day to day. And then we're told that, no, there's no stock and it's gone missing, this and the other. And then it's found out that, and not all of it, some of it is heading cross-border and being sold in another country. So I can see where the concern comes in from there. I can also see where the concern comes in from hospitals and clinics being overpopulated per day. I've seen videos where and it's hospital staff, mind you, making these videos where the corridors are quiet. The doctors can spend an extra 5 to 10 minutes with a patient because the corridors are quiet. Now, I'm not saying we should be refusing medical care to anybody. I'm not saying that. Right. We should also keep in mind that back in the apartheid days, when the forefathers of South Africa's democracy were being booted out of South Africa or made to leave for whatever reason, a lot of these countries were taking the architects of our democracy in, giving them space, place, food, shelter, all of those things. So it's a balancing act that can only be fixed by government.
I think it's difficult and it's also incredibly painful because we also have people that are documented South Africans that are criminals accused of the worst kind of crimes and they have access to medical care. And then you have newborn babies that haven't done anything wrong in their life that cannot receive help purely because of issues that they didn't cause. And you know, she mentioned Dr. Aaron Motsoaledi once being minister at Home Affairs. So I think perhaps from that perspective, there's also a lot of costs involved to get your paperwork in order.
Message comes through from one of our listeners says, please keep me anonymous. Foreigners can't even get their babies vaccinated. Mostly municipal clinics. The Department of Health is allowing foreigners for medication. There is a campaign or people outside the clinics who check ID. That's exactly it. Operation Dudula. Those are the people that are outside checking, for those IDs. People sending through what I'm looking at as correct answers for this morning's anagram as well. Thank you very much for doing that. If you want to be a winner with Vodacom, send me your name on WhatsApp now.
Straight to the pleasure zones of your brain. TBR.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willow Tin Group, at the forefront of innovation, and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
There's nothing quite like the taste of a traditional family meal, and at the heart of every great dish is a key ingredient that brings it all together. That ingredient is Sunfoil Pure Sunflower Cooking Oil, made from only the finest sunflower seeds. It's a perfect way to enhance the taste of your family's favorite foods. Sunfoil Cooking Oil is more than just oil. It's the key to bring your family together over a delicious meal and making every bite taste better. Remember, the key ingredient to a great family meal is Sunfoil. Tradition just tastes better.
Every day's a good day.
Did you hear? Your favorite 24-hour dentist has moved? Crown Dental Studio, offering everything your smile needs, from general to cosmetic dentistry. Female practitioner now available upon request. Call us on 081 207 8621 to schedule your next appointment. Or visit our new studio at 26 McCuton Avenue, Durban North. Crown Dental Studio, your 24-hour dentist.
Dreaming of becoming a chartered accountant? The journey starts here at Regent Business School. Our Bachelor of Commerce in Accounting degree is now officially endorsed by SAICA, the South African Institute for Chartered Accountants. With this prestigious qualification, you'll be on track to enroll in the SAICA-endorsed postgraduate diploma in accounting, take the board exams, and earn the elite title of Chartered Accountant, CASA. Visit regent.ac.za. Mid-year registrations are still open.
Get ready, Durban! The TBR Family 5-kilometer fun run and walk is happening. 11 October at the Blue Lagoon Lawns, kicking off at 7 a.m. Join us for a day packed with excitement, a scavenger hunt, kite building, a burger eating showdown, and prizes galore. Enjoy food trucks, family games, and a live 6-hour broadcast from Radio Al Ansar. Don't forget, bring a new toy to brighten a child's day in hospital.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willow Tin Group, at the forefront of innovation, and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
This feature on the Breakfast Rush is powered by the Cellular City Group of Vodacom shops at the Pavilion Superstore 2.0, Entrance 6, Westwood Mall, Bluff Towers, the Workshop Durban, Megacity, Bridge City, Brookside Mall PMB, and the Nelson Mandela Square Stanton 2.0.
Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam.
Who are we speaking with?
Johara.
Johara, how you doing this morning?
I'm good, and yourself?
I'm not going to complain. The only thing is, I'm wondering, do you follow our set of Vodacom stores on their social media?
Yes.
Oh, that's fantastic, because all the answers to the questions are right there inside their Instagram.
Oh, okay.
Easy.
Okay,
It's
okay.
like we're going to give you a quick open book test and see if you can win yourself a prize. How's that?
Okay.
All right. Johara, true or false? In order to apply for Easy to Own, you need to provide your ID book or card.
True.
Correct. One of the reasons to choose Easy to Own is that it is flexible. True or false?
True.
That is absolutely true. Last one for you. You could get your phone on credit with no credit checks. There are guaranteed approvals, daily, weekly, monthly payment options, and you could pay via your airtime from as little as 6 Rand per day.
True.
You don't sound very sure.
Congratulations.
But you're absolutely correct. All right, Johara, tell us, where are you off to? Sounds like you're in the car. Where are you going to?
I'm off to school right now.
All righty. So you're the teacher or the student? Which one are you?
The student.
And grade?
11.
Ooh, important. Yeah, Naz.
Very important.
Very important. Yeah, grade 11. What advice do you have for Johara in grade 11?
Give it your all.
No, man,
Okay, okay, Jazakallah.
That's it. No,
the
it's
same thing.
not be the best version of you. There's a big difference.
No, I wasn't
Give
going
it
there.
your all.
Thanks, Johara. Bye-bye.
I mean, tell us where you were going.
It's the same thing you say to somebody standing in the queue. Soliman just waiting to go and get a chow. As soon as they get to the front of the queue, it's like, give it your best, bro, because it's going to take you another half an hour to
I
get you
don't
again.
say that.
Hey?
I don't say that.
Sure.
I stand in the ladies' queue.
You know?
There's no queue.
There's exactly.
There's only 2 things I say there.
Oh, man.
Extra potatoes.
Seriously? This is the one that will go and buy a mutton biryani and ask for extra potato.
No, it's true. It's true.
Exactly. You might as well have a veg biryani. Anyway, in the studio with us right now, Zubair Garba, Nabila Latif, fresh from her exploits at the Sultan Bahu Fair over the weekend. She's revitalized and energized. We'll talk about all things provisional tax related with this wonderful team in a minute.
This feature on The Breakfast Rush is powered by the Cellular City Group of Vodacom shops at the Pavilion Superstore 2.0, Entrance 6, Westwood Mall, Bluff Towers, The Workshop Durban, Megacity, Bridge City, Brookside Mall PMB, and the Nelson Mandela Square Stanton 2.0 Vodacom shop. For smartphones, laptops, routers, asset insurance, gaming, IoT, payment platforms, and the latest gadgets to always keeping you in the forefront of innovation and technology. Home and business internet to ensure that you have the best connection. Plug and play home internet to fully installed fiber. Our infrastructure provides a resilient platform for your critical business applications, which will help your business perform best. Vodacom shop at the Pavilion Superstore 2.0, Westwood Mall, The Bluff, The Workshop Durban, Umlazi Megacity, Bridge City Kwamashu, Brookside Mall PMB, and the Nelson Mandela Square Stanton 2.0.
The Breakfast Rush News Headlines.
Making news at the bottom of the hour, Deputy President Paul Mashatile has written to ministers and deputy ministers advising them to attend the National Convention virtually because of space limitations at the venue. Chief of the South African National Defence Force General Ritsani Mapwanya could be in hot water after the Department of International Relations and Cooperation distanced itself from comments that he made during a trip to Iran. And finally, a United States appeals court has ruled that President Donald Trump can proceed with efforts to slash foreign aid payments despite such funds being designated by Congress. That's it for now. For Red Island Star News, I'm Tabila Duma.
Thank you very much, Tabila Duma. It's your breakfast rush. There's somebody, I'm going to keep him anonymous, but I think you want to scold him. I think you want to scold him.
I don't know who the person is.
Well, okay. But he says somebody looks like an alu. I'm not going to say who.
You can. It's fine.
Okay, fine. He says Naz looks like an alu. What does an alu look like?
I don't know.
Hey? Oh, man. Let's see. Hashim Akbar has got fantastic eyesight.
Okay.
Yeah. Hashim Akbar says, I'm wearing an earring. It's a pressure point, buddy. Do some research. Anyway, it's your breakfast rush. It's 7:35 this morning. Got to figure out what's happening on the road.
This traffic update is brought to you by Newcastle Volkswagen, a member of the Dockrad Group.
Breakfast Rush Traffic.
What was that song that we used to sing in primary school, the Afrikaans one? Zubair might know this one here. I don't know. But there was an Afrikaans, like a klein bikkie dikkie.
I have no idea. We didn't sing those.
You didn't sing those?
We didn't sing songs in our Afrikaans classrooms.
Seriously?
Yeah.
In primary school?
No.
Grade 3?
I don't remember.
Superintendent.
Poetry, not songs.
So what's happening on the roads before we sing Lieve Exie Saliki?
No, they'll sing Jan Pirovit.
That's the one. Jan Pirovit. Staan stil, meneer. Go for the traffic.
You got a vehicle broken down on the N2 southbound. Just before the M1, you've got that bridge going into Yellowwood Park. This is underneath that bridge on the left-hand side. So there is no delays, but the vehicle is stationary. Just be aware of that. Traffic backing up on the N2 southbound between Amsterdam and Amsterdam due to roadwork. So there will be delays. Allow for extra traveling done. Peter Maritzburg, don't forget, on Sunday you got the Spa Women's Race. There's going to be lots of roads closed. I'll tell you about that tomorrow so you can prepare yourself. M41 is a little bit congested as you're coming around the Hairpin Bend. And if you're on the N3 between Paradise Valley and Spaghetti Junction, there's congestion as well. That's your last update.
Thank you very much, Superintendent Raouf. Sister Nabila is in the studio with us, and she says, because I asked her if she remembered the song, Jan Pirovit, and she says no, because they didn't sing at school, because her teacher was, Afrikaans teacher was a Muslim uncle, and singing was haram. So they didn't learn the song. Do you want to tell her the words really quickly?
Soup can sing it for us.
Jan Pirovit sounds still.
So he's not singing to those wet black. Yeah.
Does a copy what? Copy? Does a copy or something of that sort.
Who's with you in the car? Who's with you there?
Yeah, Rakesh is here.
Rakesh.
He's talking about a Sunki. I don't know what he wants to kiss them in the morning for.
Sunki. Anyway, the reason for those folks that are tuning in late, the reason we're talking about the Afrikaans language and all of that is because this morning's anagram was a 5-letter Afrikaans word, and the letters were KLEWO, and Soup, within seconds, we had correct answers coming through.
What's the correct answer? What's the meaning?
So you said the clue was it's got something to do with the weather. So people took that, ran with it really quickly, and came back with Volker. Clouds.
Walker is correct. What does it mean?
Clouds.
Perfect.
Yeah. Like those people with a vape, they change the weather report. They're just creating clouds wherever they go. Thank you, Soup. Amazing as always. We'll catch up with you.
No, you should be with me now because I'm driving on the CSAM.
Oh, really? Really?
Right next to the water.
Really? I'll tell you what, when you get to the horses and we're going to go ride the horses, then I will literally take my phone, dial into the studio, continue the show on a telephone call, and we'll come ride the horses with you. How's that?
Will he let us?
That's fine, but I'm driving my V8 Land Rover now.
Oh, my.
Right here on the water's edge.
Do that on the 11th. We'll come early. Alaikum salam. I take that as a no.
It's 7:38 a.m. Traffic's brought to you by VW Newcastle.
This traffic update is brought to you by Newcastle Volkswagen, a member of the Dockrad Group. Get ready to experience true adventure and adrenaline with Newcastle Volkswagen. With sleek design vehicles that are sure to grant you luxury without compromising comfort. Contact us today on 034 328 3601 to get a quote for your brand new Volkswagen. We don't only deliver nationwide, but right to your door. Volkswagen Newcastle, a member of the Dockrad Group.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willow Tin Group, at the forefront of innovation, and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
There's nothing quite like the taste of a traditional family meal, and at the heart of every great dish is a key ingredient that brings it all together. That ingredient is Sunfoil pure sunflower cooking oil, made from only the finest sunflower seeds. It's a perfect way to enhance the taste of your family's favorite foods. Sunfoil cooking oil is more than just oil. It's the key to bring your family together over a delicious meal and making every bite taste better. Remember, the key ingredient to a great family meal is sunfoil. tradition just tastes better.
Hi, my name is Raya from Dubai, and I listen to the Breakfast Rush Radio Al Ansar.
Embark on a spiritually enriching journey with Shore Mithas Travel and experience Gyari in Baghdad. Join us for a sacred pilgrimage to Mubarak sites in Baghdad, Karbala, Najaf, and more. Guided by dynamic ulama with return flights, accommodations, over 25 ziyarats, and seamless transfers. Departing 1st October from only 24,990 Rand per person sharing in the Astana. Contact us for our 5-star Baghdad and Baghdad and Cairo packages. Shore Mithas Travel 031 207 6987.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willow Tin Group, at the forefront of innovation, and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
खुदा का नूर तुझ में गुबहू है खुदा पिन्हा मगर तू रूबरू है तेरी अजमत का अंदाजा हो किसको खुदा है और खुदा के बाद तू है खत्मे रसूल मक्की मदनी कौनैन में तुम सा कोई नहीं है खत्मे रसूल है खत्मे रसूल मक्की मदनी खत्मे रसूल मक्की मदनी कौनैन में तुम सा कोई नहीं कौनैन में तुम सा कोई नहीं है नूरे मुजस्सम है नूरे मुजस्सम तेरे सिवा महबूब खुदा का कोई नहीं.
That's the title of the recording playing out in the background. Shiro says, I just turned the volume up on the radio to maximum. Thank you, Shiro. And I do apologize for pulling the slide down as well whilst you were doing that. They say
time is of essence,
absolutely.
unfortunately.
They say that Superintendent Raouf is on the beach because he's looking for the sardine. Now, apparently there's people that are netting down on the south coast. We'll find out if something happens with those nets with Brother Abdul Wahab Karim in his angling report, and that comes through on a Friday. There's a voice note that comes in from an anonymous sister. Let's go find out what this is.
Yan Piravat, stand still. Yan Piravat,
Oh, man. Is this ringing any bells for you?
Not at all.
Not at all. No, like nothing.
I think the syllabus changed.
The syllabus changed. The syllabus. Thank you very much, anonymous sister from, I think, Chatsworth. And I say I think Chatsworth because I went to the school there in the same section like Chatsworth, right? And we learned that song.
Monley knows, so I'm surprised.
Monley also went to school in Chatsworth. It was just further south, I think.
There you go.
You learned it in Overboard. There you go. Talking about learning, let's learn about provisional taxes from the people that have all of the information that you and I need. We're talking with Zubair Karwa and Nabila Latif this morning. Assalamu alaikum to the both of you.
Alaikum salam.
Walaikum salam wa rahmatullah.
So today we'll be talking all things provisional tax. Zubair, tell us, what is provisional tax?
Ishal, provisional tax is not a separate tax. It's a process whereby a person pays the estimated tax every 6 months. So to rephrase it, it is your normal income tax, which is paid every 6 months.
Okay. And who needs to pay provisional tax? Is it all of us?
A provisional taxpayer relates to those people who, apart from their salary, earn any additional income. To simplify, if a person who earns a salary also earns rental income or interest income or any other form of income, then they need to submit a provisional tax return known as an IRP6. There is no separate registration for this. It is just a matter of submitting the IRP5 at the appropriate time and making the payment. If a person only earns a salary and the employer deducts PAYE, the this person has no other income, then they are classified as a non-provisional taxpayer and do not need to submit the IRP6.
So when is this provisional tax paid?
Provisional tax is paid twice a year, in August and February. The payment that's made in August, which is coincidentally at the end of this month, that's why we choose this topic today, is based on income for the first 6 months of the year, so covering the period 1st of March to the 31st of August, and it is due at the end of August. And the second payment is due at the end of February, which is based on the period 1st of September to the end of February.
So for some, the provisional tax payment is in addition to the PAYE that is paid.
Correct. So PAYE is based on your income from your employer. Your employer will deduct the monthly tax, pay it over to SARS, and then pay you a net amount. But now your employer has no knowledge of your other income. So it's your responsibility to ensure that you report all of your income and expenses accurately to SARS. So provisional tax is calculated on income you earn aside from income from fixed employment.
What about those that are self-employed?
So the same principle applies as provisional tax. The tax needs to be calculated based on the business profits for those 6 months at the time, and they need to be provisional taxpayers.
Okay. How is it calculated? Do they guess? What do they do?
No, it's not a guess. The payments are based on the taxpayer's estimated taxable income. So this is all your income earned, less all the amounts that are exempt from tax, as well as after taking into account any permissible deductions. So for example, let's say we're doing the first provisional tax, which is you this month. The taxpayer needs to work out actual income, less expenses from say 1st of March to say end of July. Then you estimate your income for August and you submit based on this. If the estimated tax is way off from the actual tax, the taxpayer will be hit with a 20% understatement penalty.
Right. So besides that, what's the consequence of non-compliance?
So failing to adhere to the timeline as a provisional taxpayer comes with the harsh consequences of penalties and interest, like Nabila just said. So 20% penalties. The mistake people make is to assume that they did not have to file a return or pay provisional tax on their rental profit because it was not that much.
So if you've previously declared rental income on your tax return, it will trigger the system to recognize it as non-salary income. And if on the next year's return you don't declare it, you'll receive a penalty for failure to provide a provisional tax return.
Okay, so let's repeat. Who is liable to submit a provisional tax, just to educate the listeners?
A provisional taxpayer relates to those who, apart from their salary, earn any additional income. So if a person who earns a salary also earns rental income or interest income or any other form of income, you can hear me emphasizing this over and over again, any other form of income, they need to submit a provisional tax return known as the IRP6. If a person only earns a salary and the employer deducts the PAYE and this person has no other income, and then they are classified as non-provisional taxpayers and do not need to submit a provisional tax return.
Just to add, other income also includes income that you're channeling into other bank accounts.
I know in previous episodes we did speak about SARS having full access to all of your bank accounts, whether you like it or not. Now, I know it sounds all a little bit negative, so let's ask this question, Nabila. What's the benefit of submitting provisional tax returns?
A benefit, I'm not sure anyone will consider filing or even paying tax a benefit. But nevertheless, the first benefit is that it does help to manage your cash flow. So instead of having a lump sum to have to pay once a year and then facing potential penalties and interest, you can make 2 provisional tax payments. The second benefit is that, like I said, there's penalties and interest. And the third benefit is that you have more time to submit your tax return.
Please explain.
Let's look at each benefit separately. You get to break up your tax payments into 2 to 3 payments as opposed to having to pay everything in one payment. So that helps with your cash flow. You can also budget. You know that your first payment is due end of August, your second payment is due end of February, then you can actually save and budget for that. The second is that if your total tax is less than 80% of what your tax should have been, then SARS will hit you with understatement penalties. So if you calculate and pay the provisional tax correctly, you can save yourself up to 20% in penalties. That's also a benefit. The third thing is that non-provisional taxpayers have to submit and pay by the 20th of October 2025, whereas a provisional taxpayer will have up to the 19th of January 2026 to submit the tax return. So you have much more time than somebody who's not a provisional taxpayer. So those are the three benefits that we could think of. I'm sure there are more, but these are the most common ones.
Look, if somebody wants to ask you more questions, or if somebody say they inherited a property and they've got it on rent and they're making extra money, but they keep their job and they just don't know how to do this whole provisional story, can they call you? Can they make an appointment and come and sit down with you guys and have a chat? Is there a way that they can do this? What's the contact details?
Okay, so you can contact us on 031 207 4440. My email address is Nabila, NABEELA @kfas.co.za. And for those who prefer WhatsApp, there is a WhatsApp button on our website, www.kfas.co.za.
Sorry, just one more thing. Our first consult is free, like we said before. So even if a person is not sure, they're welcome to come sit down with us. Let us go through their stuff. Let's see whether they need to pay provisional tax. As the first consult is free, doesn't mean we're going to work out your provisional tax in the first consult. But at least you have an idea of whether you need to submit a provisional tax return or not.
They can acquire some direction in that first consult at the very least. Thank you very much for coming through. Valuable info to those that have sofas that are bulging with cash. And everybody else as well.
Or if you moved it to your child's account.
Assalamu alaikum.
Waalaikumsalam.
So Nasmira Kasim admitted to not registering for our fund run earlier this morning.
Yes, but I still filled in an indemnity form because everybody has to do that.
So she indemnifies herself from not paying to enter the fund run. You can do not the same thing, but you can do your registration because registration's open now. You go to our social media, find the poster. Everything that you need to know is on there. You go to our websites, alansar.org.za. Right at the top of the page, right to the top of the website is your entry into the fun run area on the website. So click it, get in, fill in the details for every member of the family that will be there on the day. There's various different categories.
Yes, and different pricing based on the category.
Yeah, Coco. So it's on there, the pictures, and I'm just trying to open it up on my phone really quickly just to give you an idea. You've got categories like 7 to 11 years old. That's 50 rand. Just $50, right? There's 12 to 17, also $50.
Okay.
No.
Isn't that 100?
I'm lying. That's $100.
Yes.
That's $100. Then 18 to 59, $100.
And then the last category is
for
60 to infinity.
60 plus. 50 rands. Now, the reason for the various different categories is the difference in the indemnity that needs to be filled in.
Correct.
There will be security. There will be ambulance. And I want to say thank you, PT Alarms, for coming up with that. PT Alarms came through last year. Were amazing. So we decided, cool, we can just ask them again this year.
It was like an entire convoy.
The only thing they didn't bring was the helicopter.
True.
Yeah. I don't know. So Wahab says the last category is just for him, 60 plus. No problem, brother. You go sign in over there. You pay your 50 rand and carry on. We'll give you an apple. So do that. It's going to be held at the Blue Lagoon Lawns on the 11th of October. We want you to get in very, very, very early so you get good parking and then we can start on time at 7 a.m. So do it today. Go in. I see Zubair's already registered. Zubair, show me your phone. I saw that. Zubair, you have to go in the next category. The next one. You can't go in the 17 to think category. You need to go to the next one. But you can go ahead and you can register today as well. Naz, how many people at school? Because I know there's at least 50 people from your school coming on the day.
Yes, there's a lot of people. In
Yeah.
fact, I think I mentioned it before. There's a little one from Madrasa
Yeah.
that took part last year.
Right.
And she's been asking me like ever since that day till now. So they're excited, which tells you how incredible it was last year.
Was her name Habibi? I think
Yes,
it was. Yeah.
Habibi.
Habibi.
I asked Nabila to sign up the whole office for it, so let's see what
There
happens.
you go.
Wait now. Wait, I put his mic off. Nabila's mic is now on, so he can't. Who's paying?
Him.
Done. Sit on the radio. There you go. So Cara Financial Accounting Service is going to be with us on that day as well. You can walk next to them and just get your consultation done.
There you go.
I'm not going to encourage it. I'm just saying, putting it out there. That's it for the show now.
Be the best version of you.
You do good. Be good. I got that track back
Yes, please.
because too many people were like, Nish, why'd you cut it? So after the ad break, Gulam Mustafa Khatri.
Brought to you courtesy of the Willow Tin Group, at the forefront of innovation, and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
There's nothing quite